Good with the audio?
I thought,
Did you test it?
oops, I didn't. And we're live. Yeah, good. Try it again. Yep, we're good.
Okay.
Yep. Oh, yeah, look at that. We got volume. Imagine that. Hey, guys. How is everybody?
Good evening.
Beautiful Monday night. Phil, you got to run early tonight, don't you?
Yeah. I
Take
don't
off
run.
on me.
I don't run too well anymore.
Yeah. Hey, Josh. We're back for sure. Thanks for tuning in, Josh. Josh put in a full, 2.5 hours on Thursday night.
We did, yeah.
In the whole time.
He's a trooper.
Yeah. We'll give some other guys a little time to get in. We're going to talk about some stuff tonight. Let's see how they're going to make it. I didn't mean to do that. Let's do that. What? Come back here.
Looks like we got 5 of them in there.
All right. Good.
So-
There's John. Hey, John. How are you?
Here, give us a weather update.
74. Thanks. What did we get up to today?
I think 62 or 3.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're doing all right. We got 2 or 3 more days with cold nights, and then we get back into the 70s.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
So, you got a deck built for Thursday? You gonna build anything special?
I've had a few requests, so yeah.
Oh, have ya?
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to build something for Josh. He was a little upset I didn't have a game at Dick last Thursday.
Ah, yeah. Well,
Sounds like I gotta build Iceman. So.
I've been trying to come up with a way to get Gambit on a team, too, for my buddy Stefan.
It's tough.
Yeah. Hey, Doug, only 60 degrees, but beautiful and sunny in Seattle.
Yeah, it's nice.
I think Doug's really close to announcing a venue in Seattle.
I saw that.
Or Larry is. So, hopefully Larry will join us today and let us give us an update.
Sounds like he's got a lot of people coming out to his playtest events.
Doug?
Doug does.
Oh, nice. I must have missed that.
I think he said he's had at least 11 unique players.
Okay.
A lot of multiples.
Yeah, that is awesome.
So I think he's shooting for 20 out there for just his area, which would be huge.
20 of his guys.
Right.
If he can get 20 there.
20 from here.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be
Hey,
awesome.
Captain, audio's kind of distorted today. What?
That's not good.
Hey, Howard. There's Larry.
I think I just have a cold. Maybe sounds distorted.
Yeah, Captain, be a little more specific. Is Phil sounding stranger than normal? Is Doug too loud? Gambit gets plenty of battle site love. No need to take losses on my behalf, says Stefan. I'm used to getting my head beat in. There's a bit of an echo. There can't be an echo.
Last week. No, 2 weeks ago.
No, it was last week.
Yeah.
Hi, Eric. A bit of an echo. Is your phone?
No.
My phone's off. I'm not even on. You're on silent?
I'm on silent.
All right. Let me just look. Both mics echoes. Okay. Hold on. I think I see it. Yeah. There. Now.
See, I
Sorry to explain. Yeah, sorry, Captain. But I'm, technically challenged here. Is that any better? Did I fix it? If not, I got one more thing to try. Actually, I'm just going to try it now. I thought I had it all figured out after last week's episode. Does that help? Do we got any echo now? I was going to say you sound kind of metallic. I thought distorted was a better description. I don't know. I kind of like metallic. Yeah, metal man.
Now he's
Shadow
gonna.
update. Finalizing dates and location. Larry, that's not much of an update. John said it's not any better. Okay, got one. I'm turning them off one at a time. 9:20 to 21 is looking good, says Larry. Okay. I think, I know what it is. I'm sorry. Hold on. It's right here. All right. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, I see the volume.
All right. I got that fixed, I think. Now let me know if there's an echo. Ask AJ.
Is there an echo, Howard?
All right. I got it. I think I got it fixed. I got to really get Corey, not my boy Corey, the other Corey, in here to teach me some things on the settings. It's all good. Howard, I may have some now questions for you on there as well, now that I know. Good.
Brett,
Hear you with an echo.
that's not good.
AJ says there's no sound. Audio, yes, an echo. All right, Ricky, thank you, sir. What is causing the echo?
Let me just turn my mic off.
I don't think it's your mic. I'm going to have to just totally reset this thing up. Not metallic anymore, just an echo. What's that? What's that? What's that? All right. How about now? Oh, this is crazy. We got so much to discuss tonight, too. Fixed, Brett says. Fixed.
It's good.
Fixed.
Good.
Good now. Awesome.
Oh, sweet.
I know. If you click enough things. All right. Thanks, guys. Oh, AJ says it's not fixed. Is AJ wrong? Everyone in the chat says it's good. AJ.
AJ's just got good ears.
Yeah. AJ, turn your sound on. Maybe it's your computer. We are 60 seconds behind text.
The goat has arrived.
Okay. Hey, Marcel. How are you? Howard, I echo now. Howard, I am so sorry about last week. I kind of ruined you and Joe's appearance on the stream. Next time, I'm going to get a professional in here to help me set it up ahead of time so that we can fix that kind of stuff.
As soon as we start making some money, we're going to fly you in, Howard.
Yeah, there we go. We'll just fly you in. You and Joe. We'll do a live stream live. A live stream. Phil Keffer made it in. I was hoping he'd come in. I forgot to message him today. Did you message him?
I didn't.
Yeah, see, if you don't remind that guy, he forgets everything.
Yeah.
I had a couple questions for him, but that's all right. Marcel's here. Maybe he can help too. So we are 12 minutes in. We got the sound fixed.
Welcome to the podcast,
my
Doug.
Goodness gracious.
I thought it was a Groucho Marx episode.
It's back to the silence.
Yeah.
Silent times. And now my phone's blowing up. Last week's show was still great for all the info we got and getting our questions asked. Well, thank you, Captain. You're too nice. It looks like we're good. I don't know. I think AJ says we're good too. There's a lot going on. Last week's episode was very good. I thought we had some good communication, both with Howard at Now and Joe at BMG. Pretty excited to get this summer started. What do we got? 2 weeks for the OKC.
It's coming.
I was hoping Josh would be in here too, so he could tell me, not you, Josh, in Florida, but Josh Alexander, to tell us how many people he's got lined up. I'm curious. Does anybody know? Ricky, you might know. No read. Whatever, AJ. What do you want me to read? But anyways, Ricky, do you know how many people are committed to OKC? Read your text messages. I did. It says, don't touch anything. And I'm not. See? Got my hands clasped right in front of me. So I can't change anything, AJ. Wish you were here. We're going to have to get together on a Saturday. Actually, Vlad's coming Sunday.
I saw that.
He's coming to play Lorcana. I don't know why anyone wants to play that stupid game, but you know. You gonna come and play? You gonna play Lorcana?
Mickey Mouse. Probably not Lorcana.
I don't know who else coming with Vlad. Is he bringing both his kids?
I think Sammy for sure, and I think Z.
So are we gonna play any Overpower after Lorcana?
I'm not playing Lorcana.
I'm not playing Lorcana either, but if he wants to play Overpower after Lorcana,
How long is Lorcana?
I don't know. It depends on how many people show up. It could be 4 or 5 hours.
Oh, wow.
But, you know,
What time does it start?
Vlad's
Noon?
not in here yet, right? Vlad probably ain't very good at it, so he won't be there that long.
Does it start at noon?
They start at 12:30, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. He's got like a 2-hour drive home.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't know if he'll want to play. Hey, Jay?
I think we should take a vote, too.
Put in the chat the character you'd like to see either Doug or myself play.
On Thursday?
Whoever gets the most votes will build a deck with that character.
Oh, well, now, wait a minute.
What?
I already told Josh and somebody else I'd build Neron deck.
That's true. But we can
Oh,
build
you
one.
want me to build 2 decks in 1 week?
Yeah.
2 decks in 3 days?
I've built
Three or four decks a week.
I'm lucky to build 1 deck every 2 weeks.
Just don't build an any-hero deck.
Uh-oh. You don't have to worry about that. I am never building another any-hero deck. Josh wants to see Bullseye.
We got a vote for Bullseye.
All right.
I like that. Only 7 registered so far in challenge. All right, Josh, you're going to get Neron. I am building a Neron deck. I don't think I can put Neron and Bullseye on the same deck, so that leaves you Bullseye. Bullseye gets the votes.
I like Bullseye.
I do too.
Thor is my vote. I played Thor last week or the
Yeah.
week before.
Yeah, we just played Thor. He got slapped around a little, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't have the avoid in there.
Hey, Howard, speaking of challenge, do you have it set up to take payments online yet, or no? I think you said last week that you don't. And if you don't, will you have them set up in time for any events this summer? Or what's your goal there? John says Morbius from Marvel and Grifter from Image.
I like Grifter.
Grifter's got, what, 2 good specials?
Yeah, you got a 12 that you won't get to play, but
What's the 12? What's
he
the
has to have 15 points on him
15 points?
before he can play. But I can power mimic it for somebody else.
Oh, man. Yeah, that'd be cool. No. I'm not going to take
It's hard to just
15
get
points
15
on
points
any
on him.
hero.
Yeah, it's tough.
No, it is not. Okay. You know what I'm thinking about doing? I got a little bit of advantage here at Heroes and Games.
Huh?
I got an advantage over these other guys, the other 4 events. But for the OP Cup, we can make people go to our website and prepay.
That's true.
They just go to heroesandgames.com. I could set that up for each of the 5 events if somebody would like me to do that. That's up to you guys. Howard, if that's something you'd like me to do, I can take care of that and make sure you guys have the money. I'll put you, I don't know how to get you prepaid. I'd send you the money, but you want to pay out in cash on the day of the event. But it's something we could discuss. Oh, he says we can turn it on at any time. Phil and I had it ready to go last year. We were told not to do it because of the additional cost.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
And I think
From what I remember, you had to have a certain
bank. It was like an online bank.
Oh, Canadian?
No, I don't know about that.
You could hook up PayPal to it.
Maybe.
Yeah, no, I'm sure you can.
Are you? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, no, wait a minute. Maybe I'm thinking of the other Melee. Melee hooks up to PayPal. I'm not sure about Challenge doing PayPal. Take that back. Okay, so it's just, Captain says, how about Steel? Penguin. If I'm going to play a Penguin deck, I'm just going to call up Josh Alexander and copy his deck. And I need to get Josh back on here.
He wants to break that deck down,
To
doesn't
really do a real deck breakdown.
he? Yeah.
And not learn to play with a deck breakdown. Separate them out totally. That'd be great. So Morbius gets another vote. Oh, Morbius has 2 votes.
Yeah, and I played Alpha Flight last week for the Canadians. He actually played, the Alpha Flight deck played fairly well. Well, I'm not counting the any-hero battles, but
Yeah, the thing about the Alpha Flight deck that makes it good is every hand your opponent has to guess where the teammate of Void is.
right, unless you dupe on it.
Right. And it's like, okay, pick a character, and
No, wrong one. It's like the shell game.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And when I was playing you, there was one time I went directly after Serpent Society because they had a negate placed on them. I wanted to try and knock them out so you couldn't place the negate. And then the next hand, then there's no negate, so I went after Alpha Flight.
Right.
And both times you got to play Teammate Avoids because of that. So it does make it challenging, and it's kind of fun unless you're
Right.
playing competitive and then you're
Right.
frustrated because you're letting your opponent use those Teammate Avoids.
Right.
That you would hope he wouldn't be able to play. Challenge charges $3 on every 80. Wow. Oh, they use Stripe. Okay.
Yeah.
Still has a draw one per deck. Is the Justice League in the? I think in
think
the
he's
Justice League expansion.
Talking about steel.
Yeah, and has a 7 multi.
Yep. Steel's okay. If he wasn't a max 6.
Yeah.
He's got the acrobatics too.
Except nobody's going. Well, they might attack him because he is a max 6. He's a kind of an easy target.
Yeah.
So you might get to play it, but I kind of doubt it. So far, Morbius and Thor both have 2 votes, but we kind of crossed Thor off the list because you already played Thor.
Yeah. They could go beta real build.
Is Beta Ray a 7 strength?
6 intellect.
6 intellect.
And he's a point cheaper.
Well, he should be because Thor is like, what, 23 points?
He's 22.
22 for Beta Ray build is a lot.
Yeah. It is a lot.
But it's better than Thor. Although I like Thor having dual 7s.
Yeah, but the specials don't line up as well with Beta Ray
Yeah.
because of the combined energy.
So, all right, guys. Let's talk about... Oh, hi, Daniel. Let's talk about the current industry. I rescind my Thor and make my vote Steel. Brett says Steel builds a super suit that mimics Superman's power. 4 intellect. Tony Stark builds a super suit. 7 intellect. Fair. Yeah. But still, it's just Steel. But still, is a max 6.
He is.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to play.
Yeah.
Even for a fun game, and he's not a fun character to play.
Yeah, I think he's playable.
You think?
Yeah.
Steel?
Yeah.
In a fun game? Not a competitive game.
Not a competitive.
Oh, okay. You could put him on a fun deck.
Yeah, I think you could be semi-competitive with him.
Okay. Semi-competitive could make a fun game if you're
Right.
not in a tournament setting,
Right.
for sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't play him in a tournament.
Steel is Shaq. Shaq is Steel? Yeah. So right now, in the current environment, look at all the card games that are out there. Lorcana. I hate Lorcana. They have soured me on that game so bad with the way that they launched it. So many people wanted to play it, and nobody could. And now that they can, nobody wants to.
Yeah.
I know there are pockets of a lot of players, but right now we're having trouble struggling to get guys to show up. So Lorcana is out there. We got Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, Dragon Ball. They just changed it to something. Fusion World, Dragon Ball Fusion World. You got One Piece,
Yeah.
Flesh and Blood. No more MetaZoo. MetaZoo's gone. They screwed up big time. But there's just so many games out there. Star Wars. How did I leave out Star Wars? Star Wars is literally taking players from other games.
Yeah.
They are walking away from other games to play Star Wars. And Star Wars is big. It is selling way better than I ever dreamed it would.
Really?
It's kind of crazy. Look on those rules now after 6 months. Yeah, exactly. It's tough. There's just so many games with such a strong base. Star Wars in our store actually stole a lot of our Pokemon players. They've taken a few of the Dragon Ball players, a few of the One Piece players are playing both games, so they didn't really steal them from One Piece. There's no way any game is going to steal any of the One Piece players. Right now, One Piece is huge.
Is that the biggest?
It is the biggest. Magic has its hardcore guys, and there are so many guys that play Magic at home, and they don't care about getting together and playing in a competitive environment.
Right.
They just want to sit around, eat, drink, and play Magic.
Yeah, it's kind of like Overpower. It's been around so long.
Yeah, but the difference is Overpower hasn't put anything new out in 20 years.
Wow.
So you're going to get some Magic players who want to be competitive and maybe pick up Star Wars and come and play Star Wars competitively.
Yeah.
But they're going to still play Magic at home as much as they can. Magic is still pretty big. It's lost some dollar value in some of the older cards, but that's a market thing.
Yeah, that's nice, Michael.
What's Michael say?
He said Star Wars is almost taking him over. He's sorting cards as he's
there
watching.
you go. Yeah, I know. Star Wars has just got so many players. Even they underestimated how big it would be, as there's no
They're
product.
underproduced, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no product. Captains. Redfish was my favorite DC hero. With the forehand, I like Josh. How about Netrunner? That game was awesome. I don't remember Netrunner, to be honest with you. I vaguely remember it being out. I don't think it made much of a splash, did it? Yeah, Ricky, MetaZoo screwed the pooch.
Yeah.
The guy that owned MetaZoo just closed the doors one day, and boom, I'm done, guys. See ya.
Really?
Yeah, he owes a lot
Vanished,
of people
huh?
a lot of money, I guess. And
Yeah.
yeah, but I don't think it's coming back. There had been rumors of a couple companies having interest in buying it, but we'll see. I think he's filed bankruptcy now, so it'll be tied up probably for years before anyone could buy it. Let's see. Captain says, guy who owns a local games store by me told me the new Star Wars card game is crazy popular there too. Not surprised. John says Star Wars cannibalized our Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, and Digimon. Yeah, there's another game I left out, Digimon. We still got a hardcore following in Digimon, but it's probably half of what it used to be. Battle Spirits from Bandai is not doing well here. We struggle to get 3 or 4 guys to any events. Magic is still king in the Northeast. Yeah, I think it's still king everywhere, except, I don't know, Magic doesn't sell as well as One Piece, John. But maybe you don't have the One Piece player base right where you guys are. I know here it's played in Columbus at 2 or 3 different stores at numbers that are pretty big.
Yeah. Take care, Larry.
Larry's out already?
He's out. Not even a trivia question.
Wow. Larry, we wanted to talk to you just a little bit more about Seattle. That's all right.
You can see him in Seattle, huh?
New Magic apparently still doing pretty well overall now that they fixed print runs some. The new Magic set that just released was something about Outlaws. Outlaws of Thunder Junction. It's a cowboy theme, Western theme, and it sold really well. We sold out of it twice already.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that.
We've ordered it 3 times.
That'd probably be fun.
I under-ordered it, but yeah, we sold out quick. Magic has a Marvel set coming out next year. Is it 2025? I thought it was this year. I think it's this year, Josh. I could be wrong. I'll have to look into that.
Wow.
If Vlad was on here, Vlad could tell me.
Yeah,
Does anybody know?
Michael said the 3 cases he bought for $700 now $1,600.
Or the 8 cases, however many he said. But
He says the cases I bought at around 700 3 weeks ago are now over 1,600 on eBay.
Wow.
shouldn't open
It's a
it, Michael.
12-box case, so if you were getting 12 boxes for $700, you were getting an extremely good deal. I don't know why anybody would have sold them that cheap. We were getting a little over $1,000. I mean, we were getting $92 a box right from the get-go. That was the lowest price we had. So you were getting them at $700. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, it's $80 a box.
I'm sorry, that's a
84.
6-box case.
Oh, 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were paying, okay,
$1.
a little
20.
over $100 a box.
Yeah.
And
$1.15.
now, wow, now they're $250 a box. That's crazy.
Are you
Yeah,
getting-
John, you can't get enough of One Piece. That's going to change on set 8, I believe, John, from the numbers I'm getting from my rep at GTS. So you might want to talk to your rep there. I think you use GTS too, don't you? We ran 600 pre-release for Thunderjet. Wait a minute. You had 600 people show up for a pre-release for Thunder Junction? What? How big is your store? Yeah, Michael. Yeah, you're right. I was thinking there were 12 box cases. You're right. There are only 6s. Sorcery is the game of the future, along with Overpower, says Ricky. Hey, Ricky, have you actually played Sorcery? Because I'm all in on the King Arthur set. I'm going to order a few boxes of that for myself to open. Arthurian Legends next. Yep, I can't wait. I'm in for 120 bucks pre-order. 120 bucks of Sorcery, Arthurian Legend. Who's taking pre-orders already on that? I haven't seen it offered by anybody yet. And I know GTS doesn't carry it. So Southern Hobby is where I order mine from. I know they haven't. We hold 100 per event and run side events. Oh, so you had 100 and ran 6 events. I got you. That's still a lot. How big is your store? Now I'm confused. Now he says something about One Piece. Arthurian Legends is going to be good. I don't know that it'll make a big splash. I don't know.
That's part of Sorcerer.
Yeah, it's their technically
Expansion.
they've done alpha and beta, and now they're coming out with Arthurian Legends sometime this summer. But they're only going to do one set a year, so that's what makes them so good. Yeah. Ricky says only played with precons so far. Need to dabble in deck building. Yeah, good luck trying to find boxes at a decent price.
Yeah. Let's talk Overpower. That's right.
Yeah, that's 8,000 square feet. Holy cow, that's huge.
That's a warehouse.
Yeah. Why didn't we play there? Why don't we have an Overpower event there? So, oh, I got you, John. 120 box pre-order of One Piece. You haven't ordered Sorcery yet. Okay. I think you'll probably get that 120 boxes. You'll probably get a little more. Yeah, I got you. So let's talk Overpower. Like Michael says, I'm getting there. I'm just laying some groundwork. All the games that are out there, 2/3 in the basement. It doesn't matter where it is. That's a huge store. That's awesome. We're about 1,500 square feet.
Yeah, we're small. Yeah.
Of course, then we got this
pretty
beautiful room.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
pretty
this is
big.
about 1,900 square feet back here. So you're a lot bigger than us. That's great.
But this gives you a lot of room because there's no product. Just
Right, we don't
all
have to
tables.
display anything. We just play games.
Yeah.
And of course, I got my comic presses over there.
Yeah.
So that's nice. Ricky says, I got 3 beta boxes a couple weeks ago at retail from Rudy. What? Oh, you're a Patreon. Okay. I haven't joined his Patreon, but that's good. 3 boxes of alpha? Oh, beta. So you paid about $145 a box? Let me know how that goes. Mike, I've had a couple people ask me for MOE play sets. Are you still able to get them?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having another set of MOE.
Really?
You just got one, right?
Yeah, I only have one. I don't think I want another one. I'm going to wait and just put all my money into the new stuff. I'm not going to buy any of the older stuff right now.
They're probably gonna ban MOE. I
What?
would think. I would think they
No,
do.
I don't think they will.
You don't. There's just not enough players.
I hope they do.
Yeah, I know you didn't
It'll
like
be
it.
hard to get the new players that come into the game buying the new BMG stuff to come into the legacy format when they need to buy MOE stuff that they can't find anywhere.
Yeah.
So,
But I guess you could say that about a lot of stuff. It's gonna be hard to get X-Man. It's gonna be hard to get Image.
yeah, that's true. It's going to be hard to get players into the legacy format, new players.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna be able to grow the game on the Legacy standalone for sure.
And John says he needs Marvels and MOE.
Yeah,
So-
even the Marvels is hard.
Nobody ever printed sets of that, did they?
Yeah, the Canadians did. With
Oh.
the black back. Then there's two versions, American and Canadian.
Okay.
But the
Canadian.
Canadian has the beautiful, like, the way the cards are. More like a power surge card.
Canadians have like 7% less power.
For like 27% less, I think.
I have to use proxies or borrow from Joe, says John. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part if you're trying to build a deck. I mean, similar to people requesting Bullseye. If you want to play Bullseye and be competitive, you have to use the MOE stuff.
Yeah. Captain's got a trivia question he's going to ask us here in just a minute.
Oh, still in Larry's thunder.
Larry left with that one. It's going to be hard for Overpower to break into the market, but I don't think it's impossible because if you look at all the games we just discussed, not a one of them is superhero based. There's nothing with the Marvel. There is a Marvel Champions. There is Versus might still be made in box sets.
No, really.
Which is not sold by the pack. You just buy a whole set. I could be wrong. They may not even do that anymore. There is a huge, huge gap there for superheroes. So if BMG can get the Marvel license, it would be huge.
Yeah.
I think the game would be huge again.
That's the tough thing. They're going to have
Right,
to secure
that's the
that
tough
IP.
thing. That's the one you got to get. DC, I wouldn't want to launch a set with DC. I think the original Overpower did it right, launching with Marvel and then bringing along DC. But they need to get a Marvel license. Then there'll be enough players that want just to collect the Marvel cards, and then when they get to collecting, you can bring them into play. Is Captain asking his question? What's he got? You want to read this question? I gotta go.
I didn't see it.
He's got
What?
something.
Oh, okay. What is the only Teamwork Universe card with only 2 characters in the picture, not 3?
2 characters.
I think I know it.
That's interesting.
How about you? Think you know it?
Sorry, I was getting parched there for some reason. I have no clue.
No?
Pretty sure it's only once as a
Yeah,
captain.
I think it's DC as well.
Is it a DC card? Ask Josh. Brett says Batman and Superman 7-strength teamwork.
I thought it was Batman and Robin, but
And John says VS does still print 2 sets a year. I thought so. But they're box sets, right, John? I don't think there's no booster packs or anything. You get everything.
yeah, it's just
I don't think you even need to buy multiples.
get everything.
Yeah, but there's no need to
Yeah.
buy 2 packs of them,
Right.
or boxes of them. Brett Cox, did you know that off the top of your head? Batman and Robin has Commissioner Gordon on it.
Oh, okay.
He got it. Brett got it right off the bat. Way to go, Brett.
Well, when you got those 2, you only need 2 heroes.
That's true. What else do you need? Well, you could use Wonder Woman. She wouldn't hurt the card to have Wonder Woman on there. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
We don't want no girl in the mix.
Oh, Josh says, my votes for new Overpower, Dark Horse / Hellboy. Capcom characters for Marvel vs. Capcom and a good DC set. Capcom characters would definitely bring players to the game.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be against that. I don't think Dark Horse / Hellboy is strong enough on its own. I think that's got to be part of another set.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how WizKids HeroClix got all those IPs.
What are they just do Marvel and DC sets?
No, they had Capcom, Street Fighter.
Oh, many years ago. You're right. Yeah,
I mean,
they
they
haven't put out anything like that recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had tons of them. The Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, they did Turtles. Yeah.
Yeah.
They
They had a bunch
horror.
of licensing.
They did a horror license.
Mhm.
It did Image a little bit, but it didn't sell all that great. I
Then they
don't
did
know
a-
why Marvel's not wanting to license their characters to a card game.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think of is that maybe they got one in development themselves.
That's the only thing I can be.
Yeah. But, hey, Vlad, how are you? Did you miss anything good? The whole show was good. You missed the whole almost 10 minutes of us not having sound
Yeah.
or audio.
Or echo.
We got rid of the echo, we got rid of the sound too. Capcom has lots of fun characters like Mega Man, Strider, Street Fighter. I agree, Josh. That would be fun. Asmodee owns Dark Horse? John, I don't remember that. Wouldn't surprise me. Since I've said my top pick would be Conan a million times, or I will offer another suggestion. Lay it on us, Captain. Howard, I paused on MOE. The set, which is fine, is also an alpha set, so it is the first round of cards before corrections were made. It still plays the same, but I'd like to get a beta version with all the punctuation and misspellings corrected.
Yeah, half the people in Overpower can't read. So.
Yeah, we just go by what we were told.
There's an errata somewhere, so it doesn't matter what it says.
Yeah, this is true too. Yeah, Conan would be cool. Somebody else has got the Conan rights right now, a Titan. So, Howard says, Vlad, you made my day today. How did Vlad do that? Do you want to let us know, Howard?
I think he announced that he's going to the Peace Bridge.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's all good to go. Peace Bridge is going to be huge.
Did you get your passport?
Yeah, working on it. Almost there. Captain says He-Man and the Masters of the Universe would fit the Overpower system great. It would.
Yeah, I think that would be okay.
Yep. That would be cool. I don't know how easy that would be to get. They don't seem to license He-Man too much.
Yeah.
Vlad, you missed
All the Star Wars
the
talk.
Star Wars talk. Yeah, we talked about Star Wars for a minute.
We also
That's-
talked about you coming down for.
We did.
Lorcana.
We talked about you personally. Let's see. Thundercats would be a good set, but again, I don't think it's a standalone set.
Yeah, it's too limited.
You could mix.
Oh, I guess it could be like a mission control set.
Yeah, nobody liked Mission Control when it came out.
No, I know.
We bought a box and then said, "I got it all. I don't need to buy another box."
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
Yeah. Maybe to put Thundercats and Masters of the Universe together along with something else. Saturday morning's cartoon set.
Yeah.
Themed, maybe.
Oh, I really liked that mission control set when Sentinels and Nightcrawler came out. So.
Yeah, they had some characters that players wanted.
Yeah.
There just wasn't a need to buy a whole lot of boxes because nothing was hard to get.
Right. No rarity.
All right, Josh. Here's what I'm curious about with new Overpower. How many of the new cards will be loose remakes, replacements for the classic cards, and how much will be new mechanics? You hit the nail on the head, Josh. That's going to be the big thing. I don't want to see more characters that have a 4 may make 1 additional attack, and a teammate may avoid 1 attack at 6 or less.
Or 9 or less.
Or 9 or less. I want to see some new stuff.
Yeah.
I want to see a level 5 that acts identical to a card on the table or something, new cards.
Yeah.
I don't want the same old mechanics with new art. So, we'll see. Doug, you weren't a kid in the 90s, were you? No, sir. I was not.
He's still a kid.
Well, kind of, I guess you could say. I graduated high school in 1981, so I was not a kid in the 90s. Josh says he's expecting 20 plus at OKC. He's at work right now. He's not playing D&D. That's where I thought he was. Okay.
Do y'all want me
20
to
plus.
call in? Were we supposed to have Josh on this episode?
We weren't supposed to have him tonight. No.
Yeah. He just sent me a message. Asked if he wanted him to call in.
Well, he can if he likes. He might mess up our non-echoing microphones.
Better wait till next week.
Yeah. Mission Control was a godsend for kids like me, just buying Overpower when we could with money from chores. Mission Control is my favorite set because it was the only one I could afford to complete, says Brett. That's a good point.
You're the same age as Mike. He's
Class of 82. All right, Michael. And AJ has to be smart aleck. It says 1981 is when I was born.
this is the little kid that got you into the game.
Yeah, him and Dan.
Hey, mister.
Yeah. That was Dan who could barely see over the counter. Power Surge was a huge pain, giving you a bunch of cards you already had. Mission Control was all new cards, which was a huge deal when you had a kid's budget. Yeah. I want a counter-attack mechanic, says Brett.
Elaborate.
Yeah, Brett. What are you thinking? Howard says, here, Doug, no more AAs. I was born in 1983, says Vlad. Sorry, Vlad. Let's see. You were born 2 years after I graduated? Holy cow. Ricky, don't tell me what year you were born, okay? I was just catching up to you, Doug. I hit 60 next month. I turned 61 in June. So for 1 month, we'll be the same age, Michael.
Yeah, I just turned a big 4-5 last week.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I just remember you riding your bike all the time.
Yeah.
Down to the store or over to my house.
Or to the card shop.
And to your ball games when you had to play baseball, you'd ride your bike to your game.
Yep.
If it rained, I'd throw it in the back of my car and take you home. AJ, you're about to be blocked. Hi, Josh. Glad you could join us. You want to talk a little bit about OKC? Man, it's blowing up. John says, I'm not used to not being the oldest one in the gamer chat. Thanks for making me feel young. You're welcome, John. Anything I can do to make you happy. Ricky was born in 85. Yeah, I told you not to tell me, Ricky. It's getting younger and younger in this chat. 45.
Yeah, we don't want Justin and him to chime in.
Yeah. Yeah, Justin. Yeah. No, I haven't seen Justin's name yet. Now that the Buffalo guys are gone, I guess I'm the old man Overpower, says Howard. Howard, are you older than me? I mean, you might be because you're already retired. So.
Michael, unfortunately, I wasn't one of the kid champs. I didn't get into the game until 97. I was 18.
And what set was it? What was your first set? IQ?
Monumental was already out. And
Right.
the first set I actually bought was Classic.
Yeah.
So.
Josh says, I'm still the youngest here. Probably.
Yeah, that was so weird. I never envisioned taking Overpower this far or playing this long.
You never stopped once you started.
Yeah.
Some of us quit.
Yeah, it was so weird.
Yeah.
I was just over there to play softball with you.
Yeah. And we ended up playing Overpower and
Came back.
went and run rolled somebody and came home real quick and played some more.
Yep.
Josh says the opposite of my day-to-day because I work at a college where everyone is younger than me. Holy cow, that's a young college, Josh. Brett says, avoid one attack with a fighting icon. May immediately make one counter attack. Oh, I like that, Brett.
That's similar to Carnage.
Carnage has something similar to that?
Yeah, he has avoid one fighting icon, draw a card, but he
Oh.
didn't get to make the attack. But it's similar to like a Bukudo or something. You play a card and you get to draw, and if it's an attack, you play again.
Yeah.
So
That's
yeah,
better.
cards like that are cool.
Captain says, I was born in 1988. I am the youngest in all my niche hobbies. Huh. Really? And Ricky says, I don't want to grow up. I'm an Overpower kid. Yeah, I know. That's a Toys R Us.
Yeah, he stole
thing.
it.
Yeah, gotcha. I remember. Cap.
Yep.
Josh says, Cap, same. You're the dragon.
Yep, met
I
Howard
met at the Nationals in Chicago.
in '98.
Ago.
I'll never forget it.
What year?
'98.
98?
Yep.
Chicago. And I think, which one of the boys went farther? Derek? Did Derek
I think Derek might have.
or Tyler? I can't remember. Howard, do you remember which one of them?
I think Derek did, and I think he was playing an FF deck.
Oh, even back then. The
Yeah.
Four Freedoms?
Yeah, I think Ty was playing a Vertigo deck. It was one of the two. Everybody was playing either Vertigo or Four Freedoms,
Right.
besides the people that didn't want to compete, like me and Doug. Although I did fairly well for not playing a Vertigo deck.
You should have made it in.
Yeah, if
They
they wouldn't have
cheated you.
restarted the
Yeah.
tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah, AJ too. He actually beat Duncan.
Yeah. What was he playing? Do you remember, AJ?
FF.
Oh, Four Freedoms?
Yeah.
Okay.
I still remember what most of us were playing.
Yep, AJ just said, yeah, I did. I had FF.
Yeah, your brother was playing Vertigo with Carnage.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Did he,
Scarlet-
he didn't
in
do
Scarlet
well,
Witch.
Did he do well?
No, he should have. That probably would have been a pretty good deck because you were shifting and getting the +5 to venture or the -5. Problem
But
is
he didn't
he was
have an
the
eight.
problem is he was a max 7.
Yeah. Interesting.
Mhm.
Derek lost to Keffer in round 4.
Yeah.
And the captain says, yeah, Doug, the Robert E. Howard discussion groups are not filled with young whippersnappers. You got that right. Not yet. They're coming back. Robert E. Howard is going to make a triumphant return, all of his properties. If you're not reading the new Conan comic, it's very good. It's very good. I'm really enjoying that. Oh, and AJ was playing Onslaught Battle Site
Yeah.
with Four Freedoms.
Yep. He
That's
played well.
awesome. Yeah.
And then I remember they had a tournament after the event, and I ended up winning that box of Classic.
Yep.
Opened it up on the way home.
Yep, in the back of the van. I
Got the first
remember.
Starjammers 8.
Who did you beat? Did you beat Mo in that one?
I did beat Mo, but he wasn't in the finals.
Right. He was just in the tournament.
Yeah.
And I think you might have played Darth Barnable at that one too. Or maybe I played Darth. I can't remember. One of us played one of Mo's friends.
Yeah, I think I played a guy named Carl in the finals. Carl Borst or something like that.
Vaguely remember.
He was a pretty good. He was a pretty good player.
Yeah. Phil Keffer was playing the Thor Gift of the Gods.
Yeah, he was playing where you just mill your whole deck, and then that way they're attacking the whole time, and you're just drawing cards and shifting with Vertigo.
Interesting. John ended up finishing higher in that event than Phil, though, I think, didn't he?
John,
Keffer.
I don't know if he was there.
Wasn't John?
I don't remember him there. He lost to David Murata.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's a blast from the past name.
but Keffer thinks that Murata passed and then played Fortress after he passed, but
Well, back then, wasn't that legal?
I don't think so.
Oh,
But it's not 100% certain. You
it's
can't
not an
remember.
attack.
It is an attack.
Oh, they consider that an attack?
Yep.
Huh.
So he believes that's how he lost, but we all have a version of how he lost, whether it's right or not. Just
Got-
like Marcel and Keith argue who got second or third and fourth in the
Oh,
97 Nationals.
wow. The chat's blowing. I can't keep up. That's just, that would be cool. I like some of the mechanics that they use in MOE. OPD should be powerful. Yep. Doug, check the letters page on the new Conan the Barbarian number 8 from a couple months ago. Ah, you printed a letter. Or you got your letter printed. Oh, look at that. That's cool. You may find my letter easy because I signed AKA Captain Core to my real name. All right, I'll look for that. That's awesome. I think that Josh says, I think the game balance, you have to be really careful with making defensive cards too powerful. Yep, I agree. Since there's no way to respond to defensive actions like other card games that have stack priority. And Ricky says, I agree to that. John says, Conan, Kane, there's plenty of sword and sorcery characters, but they skew old demographically. Yes, they do. Josh, who's excited for some old school battles on the Friday night event? Hey, Game Master, how are you? Good to see you. Ricky says he's excited for that Friday night event.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun, I think.
Josh, how many players you expecting? Howard says only 7 have pre-registered on challenge, but we're only 2 weeks away, so you probably got a pulse on how many guys are coming. Ricky, we knew what you meant. Because none of us can punctuate well either.
He's hoping for 20 plus.
I'm hoping for 20 plus. Josh says, Ricky, I thought you were Justin.
Even online.
Wow. Game Master, 18 people. And now likes. Let's change that. Push up the likes so YouTube pushes these streams out to more people. Thank you, Game Master.
Absolutely.
You think about stuff that I never do. Like and subscribe, guys. Like and subscribe.
Yep.
We
Tell all your
appreciate you
friends and
guys.
family.
Yes. Josh says, I don't think any of my locals have registered yet. Okay. Ricky's going to use his
He's taking over
spam-
more identities.
Spam accounts. Yep.
Ricky's multiple, man.
Yeah. Thanks, Captain. He just liked us. I hope you hit 20. Man, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
'Cause
Especially for.
nobody
As
from
many as
Ohio and
these.
Canada being able to go.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah,
if
that
you
would
hit
be
20.
impressive.
I can't wait to watch it. I'm going to live stream it. I'm going to have it playing in the store while we're working that day.
Okay.
But Corey and I both work open to close
Oh,
on
wow.
that Saturday. Jay
Maybe I can come help.
and Anthony are going to be playing Hero Click somewhere. Is that PAX? I don't, or something. But so
It's
We
the
might get-
4th.
the 4th.
Yeah.
The 3rd is the Friday.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Jay and Anthony are somewhere.
So how you gonna live stream it?
I know I'm going to watch it.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to play it on the computer on the BMG.
BMG's live streaming it.
Yeah, they're live
Okay.
streaming it. I think. Aren't they, Josh? I'm pretty sure they are. I know they are. They're going to live stream all 5 events this year. Thank you, Captain, Game Master, Ricky. Oh, yeah, I never remember to like these things. Come on, Ricky. Help us out. Did you like it?
I always
You
like
didn't
it.
even like your own podcast?
I love it.
Okay.
Yeah, I liked it.
Game Master says, tell your co-workers, even the ones you don't like. I don't talk to those guys.
We're all family. We have to talk.
Yeah, we got like 4 minutes and Phil's got to go.
Yeah, wife already landed.
Josh, you're doing. Oh, she already landed?
Yeah, she's got to get her bags in.
Holy cow, dude, you're like 15 minutes away.
I know.
All right. Well,
Nothing like being in good graces as soon as they come home.
wow. So, Josh, I hope you hit 20 plus. That'd be awesome. Like I said, I'm looking forward to watching it. Corey and I will have it on in the store.
They almost had me convinced to come out.
Yeah, until I told you those diamonds weren't real.
No real diamonds, huh?
Joe was showing the ring last week.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool that they're giving out rings to the champions.
And I think they're coming out with some pins, they
Closing
said.
8 pins for the top 8.
Yep, you'll like those.
Yeah, those
Better,
are cool.
better get in the top 8.
I might have. I made. No. I
Can-
didn't make
can-
any top 8s.
Can Henry Pym do it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good deck. And I think the teamwork deck might do it too. So, we'll see. Doug, Phil deserves a raise. He's dedicated. Dedicated or not real bright right now. His wife's been in Florida for the last 4 days.
4 days, yeah.
And he's not there at the airport to pick her up. Josh says we're getting quite a few new players or first-time attendees. Oh, that's awesome.
Yep, that's it. Nice.
We'll be picking up some new players very soon. I can't wait to see what BMG's got in store for us in the future. I'm going to wrap it up really quick with a 2-minute rant. But I wanted to talk about the game situation. There are so many games being played, but I still think Overpower's got a good shot at bringing in all the superhero players.
I do too.
I think there's a lot of people who are reading comics and playing card games, but they're not playing a superhero game.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of comic book readers who aren't playing any card games, so we can bring them in.
Yeah, I think BMG really has to find a way to navigate how to keep Legacy in play. Because if they come out with, standalone that's not right on par from the get-go,
Yeah,
you're going to need something to keep it going.
That'll be hard, because those cards are so hard to get now. They're 20, 30 years old.
Yeah.
Best of
Mike-
luck for the
Mike's
shootout.
heading out?
I'll get down there someday, says John. That'd be great.
Yeah, I'd love to be there. Yeah, maybe I'll find a way.
And Josh Christopher says, how does Overpower make a big splash in the current market? Michael, we'll see you next week. Maybe Thursday night. Check us out. Howard says, a while back, Doug T posted the rules for a 4-player OP game on Facebook. We're going to try it and develop our own modified set of rules. I think it has tremendous potential. And the Game Master said, I thought it was awesome with the rings and pins. And that's a 4-player Overpower. We tried home brew back in the day, says the Game Master. Man, I don't think we ever did anything more than 2. We just stuck to the rules as we knew them. Remember Josh Kozlowski?
Yep.
I wonder whatever happened to Josh.
Yep.
He just disappeared on us.
Played the all-girl deck all the time.
Yeah.
Psylocke.
Then he got a girlfriend.
Yeah, never saw him again.
Yeah, he played one time. He went down to Gary's one time with me after that, and she went with us.
Yeah.
And then, boom, he was gone.
Yeah, I remember.
I don't know. Let's try and find him.
Mike Gillerman. I mean, there's so many players that were around.
Yeah, Mike just totally lost interest. He still has most of his cards.
Yeah.
And he told me he sold me some when he moved back home.
Mhm.
I guess he.
Yeah, it was a box of commons, I think.
3200s.
Yeah.
But he kept all the good stuff.
Right.
Josh says, BMG has a great plan. I can't say much, but y'all know how much I was on the fence. With that little I know, it's very exciting.
Yep, I agree.
Game Master says, hoping for good things. Captain says, 4-player Overpower sounds interesting. I never had anyone than my brother to play with as a kid, so it never occurred to me. And Josh says, can't wait to see what BMG is cooking. And Captain says, Josh, great to hear. Yeah, I just think it's going to be okay. But they got to get that Marvel license as soon as possible. That's what's going to push them over the top.
Yeah.
I think they can compete without it. They can get a foothold in the market. It's going to take that Marvel to push them over.
I agree.
I like a lot of what they're doing. I've got no complaints about anything that they've done so far. And, of course, you guys help us keep Overpower Ventures.
Yeah, keep
Go.
both of them going. Yep.
Repost so Doug sees it. Captain. BMG needs to get at least 3 distributors on board so retailers can easily get product.
At least 2. You need the 2
I
big.
think
You
if
need
they
the
have
2 big
Southern
ones.
Hobby and GTS, they'll be okay.
Yeah, you need the 2 big ones.
Yeah. Most people buy from at least something from those 2 distributors.
Yeah. And like I said, Alliance wouldn't hurt because it's diamond related.
Right. And I'm sure Diamond will be all over it and Alliance.
Yep.
Game Master says, I think that's the issue most of us had. Maybe 3 people that wanted to play at most. I think 4-player pods would be fun. It could be creative, like EDH for Magic. Yep. Marvel Champions is so freaking complicated. Even though Overpower is complicated, it's not even at a disadvantage in that sense. Wow.
All right. Don't forget to throw a few more characters in the chat, and I'll try to build it.
All right, you gonna take off?
I gotta go.
Go ahead, back off. I'm gonna finish reading these messages.
I got a 10-minute walk.
Oh, yeah. Tell Laura, say hi.
Have a good night,
And I'll
guys.
see you Thursday night.
All right, cuz.
I
Take
got
care.
Neron.
All right. I got steel, maybe.
Steel? Steel or bullseye?
Yeah.
All right, there we go. That's what Phil's gonna have. Brett says, Josh, your popular characters have to be remade, but I want Miles Morales and Ms. Marvel, plus big villains like Thanos and Ultron. Wow, he wants the all-powerful stuff. Hey, Brian, how are you? Good to see you. I'm Ron Burgundy. What? How would you want to see new BMG Marvel cards? Remakes or new characters like Ultron? Well, a little of both, actually, Josh. I will come back to that. Game Master says Disney might be something to look into as well. Even with Lorcana, Disney is looking to license their IPs a lot. Ricky says, Phil Doug, do Absorbing Man. He might. Maybe I would like to play Absorbing Man. I'll look into that. This week I'm doing Neron, but maybe next week I might do Absorbing Man. Captain says he would like to see a blend of both. Josh, totally agree that most popular characters would have to be remade to be competitive. Game Master says, I mean, they could only do better than Ravensburger. Yeah, we talked about that before you came on, I think, Game Master. I'm so fed up with Lorcana. And they did send me a whole bunch of boxes last week of all 3 sets. Very few of set 2, mostly chapter 1, and mostly chapter 1, a little of chapter 2, and a decent amount of chapter 3. But none of the 3 chapters did they send enough boxes to satisfy the demand, as we sold out of all 3 of them in store only. We didn't go online with them. And it took us 3 days to sell everything that they sent. A new Marvel set, a reboot, or a sequel to classic? Captain says, yeah, it's Steel Deck. Werewolf by Night would be awesome. Yes. And if you put Werewolf by Night in the set, you got to put Moon Knight in there, right? And that would make me a happy camper. I just want an MCU Overpower set. Not asking for much. I agree, Brett. We're not asking for much. Chapter 1, we sold them for $150 a box, which is SRP, maybe slightly under. I think they're supposed to be $6 a pack, so that's probably about $150. Ricky says, I started playing Midnight Suns on PlayStation yesterday. Fun so far. Yeah, that'd be a nice little theme within a theme set. I think that'd be good. Daniel says, Superior Spider-Man. Please, please, please. Maybe a what-if set, says the Game Master. That would be fun. I think if you want new players, it needs to be more of a reboot than a direct continuation. I agree, Josh. I need to run. Have a great week, everyone. Bye, says Howard. Bye, Howard. I'll see you maybe Thursday night. Plug in and watch a game or two. Like Magic unsets. I wouldn't go that far, because those unsets are not playable in tournament play. John said 6 boxes, chapter 2, 48 chapter 1, 12 chapter 3. Not enough for us. Wow, you got more chapter 1 than I did. I think that's what I got in chapter 2. And might be what I got in chapter 3. How'd you get so many chapter 1s? I think we got 26 boxes. That's great. Wow. Who are you using, John? Southern Hobby for Lorcana, or did you go through Alliance? All of mine came from Southern Hobby. I got nothing from Alliance on this one, which I don't think I was supposed to. This Sunday we're running our big Lorcana Store Championship. They actually act like that little bit that they sent us was supposed to last us a week and a half. Anyways, the unset lands are playable. Yeah, well, that doesn't make it good to me. No insets. We did get a lot of starter decks for, I think, set 1 and 2, chapter 1 and 2. But that's not what people want. They want the packs. So, Southern Hobby, wow, okay, good for you. They took care of you. Did you sell out already? Ricky says it would be where the unset Overpower would have legal power cards only in addition to the goofy other stuff. All right, maybe. I don't want it anytime soon. I wouldn't be against it once the game is more set, got their feet back underneath them, and has been out there for 2 or 3 years. I mean, a what-if set can be a fun set down the road, or a filler set. I would take a what-if set anytime, except for the first one. The first Marvel set, I want it to be classic characters, true to the comics. I'd like to see them redo all the new guys, or all the old guys. So Spider-Man, Thor, all them guys redone in a new format. Got some direct from Rafe. What? I don't have an account direct with them. Game Master says can take fan request into consideration or different matchups that might do well. Fan service sets, physical cards, just not tournament legal. He sold out in 3 days too. Yep, so did we. It probably didn't even take us 3 days to. Chapter 2 with as little as they sent us, we sold out the first day. Chapter 1, I think, took 3 days. days, and I still have one box left of Chapter 3. And it's crazy. I'm so fed up with Arcana, I can't even hype them. But that being said, with as much popularity as all these games have, I think with the right marketing, BMG doesn't have anything to worry about. Their game is going to be played. And we know, what do we have? 80, Howard already left, 72 or 82 unique players in the 5 events that we held last year. So we know we got 70 to 80 players already wanting to buy it. And I'm super excited. I can't wait to see what they're going to do. It looks like it's probably going to be in the fall. I don't see anything coming in the summer. It would be hard to get something out by summertime now. By summer, I mean June or July. So we're probably looking at August, September, maybe October, which would be perfect. A little late, but still perfect. Brett says, hey, Game Master, team cards like Team X would be fun, like a Deadpool Wolverine character card. New trailer dropped today. By the way, I have not watched it yet. I knew it was coming, but the last One Piece set sold out in 6 minutes. Set 6 of One Piece, I made a big mistake. I pre-sold too much of it because I thought they allocated me and then they cut my allocation. So I was short a few boxes. My second wave caught me up and I had a few to sell at that point. But One Piece, I already got my allocation for set 8 on One Piece, and I actually got an increase on that, so I'm happy with that. And I can't wait to be able to sell Overpower at the quantities I'm selling of One Piece. Josh says, I know BMG said they're working on some high quality and learn to play short videos. Very needed, along with the cleaned up rules for new players. I didn't hear that part. But that's awesome. Ricky says, lots of nostalgia on BM's side, if nothing else. Yep, I agree. And not only do they have the nostalgia, there is a hole in the superhero games right now, so people will come out and play. Especially if you've got somebody in your store that's hyping the game. Gen Con release would be excellent for BMG. That would be good. And if they can make an announcement at Origins, that would be even better. The Origins is the 3rd week of June. I'm not sure off the top of my head when Gen Con is. August, I believe. Yeah, Josh, I haven't heard anything about the bit. Did Joe say something about that last week? And maybe I just missed it. But it would be good. They need to do that. I've heard the rules book should be made available soon. I think they're going to release a rule book, learn to play type rule book. I don't know if they're doing it when they release a new, when they actually release product, or if they're going to make it available to learn to play beforehand. They said it a while ago on Discord. Okay, Josh, thanks. I still don't go to Discord, sorry. I'd love to move 200 boxes of new Overpower. I'll run tourneys and support it. Yeah, me too. 200 would be awesome. I'd like to start at 100 to 120. I don't know if I can order that many or not, but that's where I would like to be. That's a lot of product to move, but we'll see how they package it. BMG is pushing pretty much, they want to be able to draft Overpower. And to be honest with you, that's my least favorite thing. I like the assortment that we got out of original Overpower packages. Where you never, if you're going to draft it, it's going to be way more set than what's in that pack. I like the randomness. Brett says, I don't run a game store, but I'll wear an OP hoodie and wave a sign by the road. Thanks, Brett. Someone's going to take you up on that. John, I keep pestering my Southern Hobby rep when they go on sale. Nice. Game Masters, you're at, you have a shop? Where's that at? I could look it up. You're an LLC. Should be out easy to find you on the internet, right? But right now, I don't know who they're leaning towards. John said his GTS rep asked him if he would buy it if they offered it. So people are out there talking about it, which is a good thing. I'm sure Southern Hobby will carry it. I'm sure Southern Hobby, GTS, and probably Alliance will all carry it. And that's going to make it hard. Draft, you say? Yeah, Game Master, they plan on making it draftable. I'll probably order at 60 to 80 boxes at a time. Hopefully able to get it in waves. Draft sounds like a blast. I don't know. I guess it would be fun here and there, but I'd rather see a booster box of randomness and another side set of product that's draftable. So draft means LCG format, or is there a difference? What is LCG? You have an online store in Long Beach, California. All right, that's awesome. You only sell online. Does that make it hard to get some products? So you probably are limited to what you're able to sell. But I don't. Draft is where you open the packs and build a deck on the spot. Marvel Champions. Oh, a living card game is what LCG is. From the way I understand it, no. Draft is opening several packs and building a deck out of that. No, Ricky, that'd actually be a sealed event. A draft is when you open the packs and you get, well, for Magic, you pick a card and pass the rest of the pack to your left, to your player on your left. And then the next pack, you pick a card and you pass it to the right. And then the packs just get passed around until every card in that pack is drafted by a player. And then you, after a draft is either 3 or 6 packs, and then sealed. I think draft is 3 packs and sealed is 6 in Magic. The way I understand it, Overpower is going to be set up where you'll be able to get a character card and some specials in the pack with him. So you won't pull a hero character card out of a pack with no specials for him to play. But we should have asked Joe about that last week. I'll have to work on that. Everything comes in prearranged packs so you know exactly what you're getting and get whole sets of. Yeah, that's a living card game, right, Captain? And that is not what Overpower is going to be. There will be randomness. There will be chase cards. From what I heard, some special foil cards or something, kind of like they did with the promos for the tournaments, where everyone showed up. You got a foil version of one of their in-heroes. Right, booster draft like Magic. Actually, yeah, the draft is going to be weird. I don't know. We'll see. If you get a card, you get all their cards together. That's the only way it comes. Right. John's got the... Right. That's how Magic is, John. I don't think that's how Overpower is going to be. Speaking sealed instead of draft. No. I don't know how much BMG has told us about this part yet, so we'll have to see. Maybe I'll talk to Joe and see if we can get him back on next week or the week after to discuss drafting. Josh, it's supposed to be a bit weird and awkward. That's part of the fun with draft games. You're all playing with funky decks. Cat says, okay, very interesting. Thanks, everyone. John says, correct 3 draft, 6 sealed in Magic. The Game Master says, I believe they said the plan would allow online stores to buy from distributors. Orange King is online too, right? Yes, Orange King is strictly online. I just meant does it make it difficult for you to get other games, like, say, One Piece and Pokemon? I imagine by now Pokemon's pretty easy to get because sales are way down, but One Piece is so hot. Do they let online retailers even get it? I was involved with John. I was involved with Power Storm, which could be run as a Rochester draft. I'm not familiar with Power Storm or Rochester draft. I will get with Joe. I'll invite him on to discuss that part. Impossible for everything but Pokemon? Really? Interesting. What do you sell mostly? Do you sell like D&D books online? I'll go look at your website later tonight maybe, or tomorrow at least. All right, so now I'm going to have Joe on here to tell us what their plans are for drafting. I'm kind of excited. I can't wait to see what they got coming. I was really hoping there'd be something this summer. So the biggest thing I'm disappointed about is the fact that no summer cards. You sell Pokemon and Magic. Okay. Is Pokemon still a big seller for you? We sell singles like crazy. We have 2 showcases in the store full of Pokemon singles, and we can't keep them full. So technically, we have 2 showcases in the store with Pokemon singles. It's neither showcase is ever full. We buy a collection, we fill the showcases up, and later the same evening, they wipe it out. TCG Player and eBay. No distro price on Magic, though. Oh, really? John says 2005 card game, superheroes, some similarities to Overpower. Huh, I don't remember it. Oh, I see what you're saying. I thought, okay, TCG Player and eBay. Pokemon's low. I quit selling on TCG Player at the time when I was doing it. You couldn't print shipping labels off their website. You had to copy and paste into another software. I think they changed that though, but I still don't use it. I do sell a little bit on eBay, but usually not singles. It's hard to sell singles because of condition. People complain. I don't like dealing with that. So like I said, I will talk to Joe, see if we can get him on, and we can discuss how we're going to draft Overpower, because there definitely seems to be a lot of interest in doing that. And I don't know if they're putting out starters. I got to ask Joe that too, what his plan is for starters. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here since Phil has already left me. Thanks for tuning in tonight. It was a lot of fun. And I hope that you get out of this that I am excited. I think Overpower will be able to compete. I know the title was kind of, how can they? But the truth is, I think they can. I think it'll be fun, and I can't wait to do it. So if you would, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and tell all your local stores to keep an eye out for Overpower. All right, you guys have a great week, and we'll watch for you.